Greetings, greetings, salutation, all praises to our Creator. Pray your day is going well. Well, I want to share this video that speaks volume for those who feel this way of what she's going to be stating. Ones that have been chosen, that have been put aside for many reasons, for the spiritual lineup. So just take a look and listen, and if this is for you, take it as that there are so many others out here who feel the same way in this lineup of having this walk of being at the forefront in many, many lineups.
Light that you carry is going to always put you in a space of being isolated, meaning you don't have many friends, meaning you don't hang around many family members. A lot of people don't understand you, and a lot of times people are offended by you, even when you haven't done anything. You haven't even said a word, but people feel intimidated or offended by you. It's because your light exposes their darkness. You see what I'm saying? When you are heavily anointed and you are chosen one, you always make people feel some type of way. You're going to always make them feel some type of way, which causes you to be in this place where you're all by yourself. And I'm going to tell you what offends them about you or makes them intimidated. It's because you are so pure. They feel like, who do you think you are? You think you better. So perfect. Never do anything wrong. And it's not that you don't have flaws. It's just that your heart is not contaminated. You don't have evil motives. And see, what you don't realize is people are comparing themselves to you more than you know. That's why you can hang out with people, and then all of a sudden they start acting funny towards you, treating you some type of way, always trying to be rude to you, making little comments. I'm going to tell you this right here. The pureness of your heart, the pureness of your light that you carry is going to always put you in a space of being isolated, meaning you.
So for those who say, wow, that's some of the things she's speaking of is dead on. And some things you can't relate to. I know in some cases she's spoken in general, but I've shared something similar on my page about this. And it's so important to understand, why this is occurring and why this is happening, because so many people, as myself, have, questioned things. And a lot of times we ask ourselves why. But I want to make sure that those who are listening, who will listen, who this is not for, who probably have been in a situation to look at others like, why you, and why you keep saying these things, or you getting on my nerves, you're repeating yourself. And it's not by chance that, ones who are at the forefront is perfect, but they have been chosen. And certain things are going to stand out of the pureness of not having the evil intentions. But there are times you want to, get at the person because certain things you say, may take it in the wrong direction. And some things in your heart, you might thought of it and eventually it just come out. But at the end of the day, we can't lose sight that some have been chosen before conception to do exactly what they're doing in this moment before people. And those who not in this acceptance range, you looking at it like, or receiving range, you looking at it like, well, one day maybe. Well, I had a situation that happened that informed me to separate. It didn't say how long I needed to separate, but to separate when I was praying for my loved ones, my family, because I felt like I was not, listened to or heard, because I wanted them to get it. So we all can be in this, I know, the knowledge space, but that's not what the way the Most High has aligned this. Not at all. And even though I was shown in the supernatural way about to separate, when I was praying exactly for my family in that moment, I had a visitation, and what was shown to me was to separate. I want to be honest, not saying that it says separate forever, but it's really amazing that when you get in the space of your loved ones, whether it's your sister, brothers, even your own kids, or so forth, that and the other, there's always, situations that arise that it's always in so many ways going to point back at you, because things that you may have said to give enlightenment. So, and basically in so many ways, you will be in their midst and just be silent. That's what they want. They want you just to be silent. Speak when I speak to you. Answer when I ask you questions. And that's so not your character, your makeup, because you have this nurturing and this loving, this caring mindset to want to help, because you see, you have been shown things that will happen, and you want to, in so many ways, be a part of saving them from this or that will occur. But unfortunately, you can't. You can't. I've came to understand that some will die and not know this truth. I came to understand that even though you or one has been chosen to be this, not so much for your family, but for your whoever Father put in your pathway. And I've also learned that in my lifespan, I never really, felt a need to look outside or look to others for them to say, pray for me in a lineup, to whereas say I'm sick or I'm going through things, I always took it to our Creator. And, I can't say, that there wasn't time that, as the world does this, when I see numerous of people asking people to pray for them, and I always, now I understand, if you look at the lineup of you going directly to the Father yourself, but when you ask other people to pray, you ask the Father to have mercy upon you, and your prayers not being answered as quick as that you said, so you asking for others that may get a breakthrough. The Father moves in his, timing. So, situations that you're not, used to, that affects other people, that's the timeline, or that's the moment that I do have difficulties with, I must admit. When it affects me, in the sense of that is dealing surrounding me, my health, or situations, I have always taken it to our Creator. And there are ones may say, well, you never come to us at this, you never tell us that. Well, I see no need, because in that lineup, I'm taking it to my Father, and Father's giving me that peace that passes all understanding, giving me the insight, giving me the revelation. But there are times when it's that, say, it's surrounding your child, a family member, then that's when it kind of off, where I'm like, okay, Father's not answering, but we must know that Father's going to move in the Most High's timing. You understand? So, but you do feel like, okay, maybe others may have some insights. But when it have been dealing directly with me, whether it's financial, whether it's health, whether it's, situations, spiritual lineup, I have always, felt led to point towards our Creator for that, knowing that if our Creator can't do it, no one else definitely can. And it also minimize in a lot of ways, because a lot of people, when you go to a place to ask for someone to hear you out, the burden that you have on yourself, then now you have put some of that burden on someone else who that they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to I'm going to pray for you. But what they're doing in so many ways is taking it to someone else. You understand? And that person's taking it to someone else. So that can be the form of how gossip or how talking behind someone back could be at the forefront. So in this moment, I pray that those who need to hear this, if you feel isolated, if you feel alone, if you feel different, if you feel like the oddball, if you feel like, you have been in a lineup of such, what she says, this is a way that you could actually meditate, seek the Most High for even further understanding, and understand and know that you're not alone, that there are many people who have been chosen, and in this chosen timeline, you are to be before our Creator, and our Creator will give you direction. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. Have a great day, family. Matando and Geta.